Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to Store of Assam. Okay, in this video, we shall learn following topics: introduction of polynomial and polynomial in one variable, zeros of polynomial, remainder theorem, and there are many other subtopics under these topics. Okay, this is chapter number 2. Chapter number 2, polynomial. Okay, chapter number 2. So we'll complete this chapter in series, like lecture 1. In lecture 1, we shall cover this topic. Then it will come as lecture 2. Then lecture 3, like this, it will come in series. Okay, and we shall complete this chapter like this. Okay, so now we shall move on to next slides. So in next slide, it is intro. See, actually it should be you. It should be you. Introduction. Okay. Introduction of what? Introduction of polynomial. Introduction of polynomial. Okay. These are the polynomial. Now, what is the definition of polynomial? The mathematical expression of one or more algebraic terms, each of which consists of a constant multiplied by one or more variable raised to a non-negative integral power, which is very, very important. A non-negative integral power. Non-negative integral power. This is a very, very important. And non-negative integral power is very important. Why? Because see, suppose these are the identity which you have learned in class 8 or class 7. You have learned all this identity. So, or you have learned in this form either a square plus b square minus b c is equal to a minus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2 is ab is equal to a plus b whole square, right? Or you have learned in this form, this formula you have learned in this form, a plus b into a minus b is equal to what? A square minus b square. Okay, so these are also polynomial, right? A constant multiplied with variable. Constant multiplied with variable. Suppose if 2 is constant, right? And x is variable. So this is a polynomial, right? What about this? Suppose if I write like this, it's not polynomial because we say that a constant multiplied by one or more variable raised to a non-negative integral power. Non-negative, it is not non-negative, it is negative integral power. That means power of variable should be whole number. Power of variable should be whole number. Now what is whole number? Whole number, this is the set of whole number. Start from 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are whole number. Okay, now you see this is polynomial. This is a polynomial, but this is polynomial in two variables. X is one variable, y is another variable, right? So this is polynomial in two variable. This is the polynomial in two variable. This is the polynomial in two variable. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay. So this identity you have learned in your class 8. You have learned in class 8 or 7. Okay. So now see. Now you can see polynomial in one variable. Polynomial in one variable. Okay. So polynomial in one variable. Suppose this is a polynomial. Why? Because here this is a constant. This is variable constant multiplied with variable and power is 1. That means whole number. This is also a polynomial. Constant multiplied with variable. This is also polynomial. Constant multiplied. This is constant and multiplied. This is constant minus 1 by 2. And this is variable constant multiplied with variable and here The power is 1 whole number, here 1 number, here 1 whole number. Okay. Okay. Here it is also 1, so whole number. So all these expressions are of the form a constant multiplied with variable. This is sign of multiplication. Okay. So here constant multiplied with variable. This is also, and now what is constant here in case of x square? What is the constant terms multiplied with x square? Is 1. Okay. If nothing is there, that means there is 1. Here 2 is multiplied with x. Okay. Now the terms which the term which is in the form of which is in this form twice x. Okay, so the constant term when multiplied with variable, then this constant is called, when a constant is multiplied with variable, then this constant is called coefficient. Constant is called coefficient. Okay, here coefficient of x cube is 1, coefficient of x square is -1, so there is minus. Here coefficient of x is 4. Now what is the variable here? So it is also a polynomial, right? We can write like this: 7 into x to the power 0. X to the power 0 means what? 1. That means what? 7 x to the power 0 is equal to 7 into 1. The ultimate is 7, right? We can write like this. So these all are polynomial. These all are polynomial in one variable. Okay. These all are polynomial in one variable. Here number of terms. Here number of terms is 1 in this polynomial. Here number of terms is 2. This is 1 and this is another 2. Number of terms. How many number of terms are there? Here 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole numbers of terms. Okay. So now x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 7. This is polynomial in x. That is polynomial in the variable x. This is polynomial in the variable y. This is polynomial in the variable t. Now, if I write like this, suppose root over t plus 4. Is it polynomial? No, it's not polynomial because t is our variable. So t, you can write t like this in the form. If I write the exponent of the t, it will be what? 1 by 2 plus 4. Now, this 1 by 2 is not what? Whole number. So that's why this is not a polynomial. Okay, this is not a polynomial. Now see number of how many number of terms? Number of terms in this polynomial. In this polynomial, you will see how many number of terms. See here, this is one term. This is a term. So total number of terms is 2. Here 1, 2, 3. So here total number of terms is 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. So total number of terms is 4. Okay. So these are the terms of polynomial. Okay. These are the concept which I am trying to give you. Okay. So now we shall move to next topic. Next topic is coefficient of polynomial. Suppose this is polynomial. Now what is the coefficient of x? 7. Coefficient of x square 4. Coefficient of x cube minus 1. Okay. Okay. So that means coefficient is the coefficient is the constant term. Is the constant term which is multiplied with variable. Okay, which is multiplied with variable. Okay. So these are the constant terms, coefficient of polynomial we have learned. Now constant polynomial, right? So 2, 3, minus 4. These are constant, non-zero constant. That's why these are called constant polynomial. 100 constant polynomial, 1000 constant polynomial. Okay, 2 minus 5 minus 7 etc. constant polynomial. Now zero polynomial. Zero is called zero polynomial. Zero is called zero polynomial. Zero is called zero polynomial. Okay. See 2, 3, or -2, -3. These are called all called constant polynomial, but 0 alone is called zero polynomial. Zero polynomial. Okay. So these are the. This is all about coefficient of polynomial and constant polynomial and zero polynomial. Okay. Now we shall move to next slide. Now let's check, is it polynomial x plus 1 by x? Let's check. Let's check the power of this variable. Okay, so x plus 1 by x. So can we write like this, x plus x to the power minus 1, right? So in this case, power of the variable is not whole number. So that's why this is not a polynomial. What about this? What about root over x plus 3? Root over x plus 3, we can write root over x plus 3 as x to the power 1 by 3 plus 3. Here, power is not whole number. That's why this is also not polynomial. What about this? 3 root over y plus x square. So we can write 3 root over y as y to the power 3 by 2 plus x square. Okay. And this is not a polynomial. Why? Because the power of the variable is what? Not whole number. Okay. So here you can see these are not polynomial. These are not polynomial, which is very, very important. Okay. So frequently such type of question are asked in your exam. Okay. Now we shall move on to the next topic. So how do you denote a polynomial? How do you denote? Suppose we write x square plus 2x plus 3. So all the variables are, this polynomial is one variable. So we can denote it as p of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. If I write a polynomial p cube plus 3t square plus 4t plus 5. So we will denote all the variable at t, right? That means this is a polynomial in one variable. So we can denote it like p of t. We can denote it like p of t. So these are the representation. This x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 7. This polynomial is given p of x plus y square plus 5y. It is represented as p of y. T square plus 4. This is represented p of t. Okay. If the variable in a polynomial is x, we may denote the polynomial by p of x, r of x. Okay. Now, important terms related to polynomial, or these are the classification of polynomial. Classification of polynomials in terms of number of terms. In terms of number of terms. In terms of number of terms. Here see monomial. Monomial is what? One. Monomial is one. Polynomial having only one term are called monomial. Okay. See, one term, twice x in one term, thrice x in one term. So these are monomial. These are example of monomial. What about this? Yes, this monomial, but also constant polynomial, right? One terms. Okay. Right. So these are monomial. Now, what's binomial? See here, bi means what? Bi means 2. That means polynomial having only 2 terms are called binomial. See here, x square plus 2. How many terms are x square is one term, twice x is another term. So there is 2 terms. So this is what? Binomial. X cube is one term, minus x square is another term. So this is also binomial. If I write x to the power 100 plus 5, this is also binomial. This is also binomial because number of terms are, how many number of terms are there? 2. This is one term, so this is another term. So the number of terms is 2. Okay. Polynomial which have only 2 terms is called binomials. Okay. Now we shall move on to the next topic. And see what is trinomial. Polynomial having only 3 terms are called trinomials. See, 1 terms, 2 terms, and 3 terms. This polynomial has 3 terms, so it's trinomial. This polynomial is also 3 terms. That means this polynomial is also trinomial. Okay. This is the classification in terms of number of terms. The classification of polynomial in terms of number of terms. Okay. Now A polynomial having suppose x cube 4 plus twice x cube plus twice x plus 1. So this is what this quadrinomial. This is quadrinomial. Polynomial having 4 terms is called quadrinomial. Next topic is degree of polynomials. What is the degree of polynomials? The highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Suppose we will write suppose this one. So x square plus twice x plus 2, 3. So what is the degree of this polynomial? What is the degree of the polynomial? So to find the degree of the polynomial, we should always look at the power of the variable. Okay, power of the which variable? The variable which has the variable in a polynomial which has what? Which has highest power. Okay, suppose that this variable is power of this variable is 1, power of this variable is 2. So, right? What is the power of this variable? This is 0. 3 into x over 0, that is 3 ultimately. So I have power is maximum power is 2. That means the degree is what? Degree of this polynomial is 2. Degree is 2. What is the degree of here this polynomial? The degree of have the degree of the power of this variable 2. Here it is 3. So we will take maximum one. Okay. So power of this variable is 3. So that means degree is 3. That means degree is equal to 3. Right? Always remember this, the highest power of the variable. So here highest power of this variable, the highest power of the variable is 2, not 2. So here highest power is 3. That's why degree is 3. Here, suppose if I write like this, 100 plus x square plus rise x plus 1. What is the degree of this polynomial? It is 100. Right? Here it is 2. That is 1. So which one maximum? 100 is maximum. So degree of this polynomial is 100. Okay. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now we shall move on to the next topic. Linear polynomial. Suppose if I write twice x plus 3, p of x equal to twice x plus 3. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Is 1. Right? Degree of this polynomial is 1. That's why a polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. That's why this is a linear polynomial. Right? What about this? Is it linear polynomial? No. It is quadratic polynomial. Polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Okay? A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Now, suppose if I write p of x is equal to 4x plus 3. And important point is that a linear polynomial contain maximum 2 terms. Okay, so here we can write this as root over 2x minus 1 plus 0 into x square. So coefficient of x square is what? 0. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now we shall move on to the next topic. We should not delay. So we say give one example of binomial of degree derivative. Binomial, that means polynomial having only two terms and degree derivative. So we can write x over 35 plus x over 34. There are two terms. We can write like this: x over 35 plus 1. There are two terms and degree is 35, right? Okay. And of monomial of degree 100, we can write x over 100 is monomial of degree 100. That means what is the monomial? A polynomial having only one terms. A polynomial having only one terms is called monomial, right? So this is the example of monomial of degree 100, and this is the example of monomial. So these are the example of binomial of degree 35, or we can write x over 34 plus 1. Sorry, x over, it should be x over 35. So degree 35, we are told to find degree 35. So it should be 5. Or we can write like this, right? X over 34, or we can write x over 34 plus x square. Okay. So these are the example of binomial of degree 35 and monomial of degree 100. I hope it is clear. Now we should move to the next topic. So this is our next question, and I shall solve for you guys to understand, so that you understand. Okay, now we are going to find the degree of each of the polynomial. Okay, polynomial. Now here find the degree. We should always look at the highest power of the variable. So here highest power of the variable, it is what? 3. So degree is equal to 3. Now here the highest power of the variable is 1. So degree is equal to 1. And highest power of the variable is 2. So degree is equal to 2. Here this is a constant polynomial. So degree of constant polynomial is always 0. Degree of constant polynomial is always 0. It is very, very important. Okay. Now we shall move on to the next question. Question number 5. We are told to find, classify the following as linear and quadratic. Which of, right? I shall classify for you. Don't worry. I shall classify for you. So you should write like this solution: linear polynomial, quadratic, and cubic polynomial. So these are the linear polynomial. Now see here, maximum power. What is linear polynomial? Linear polynomial will be in this form. Linear polynomial will be in the form what? X plus b. Quadratic polynomial in this form x square plus. These are the standard form, right? Cubic polynomial x cube. Sorry, cubic polynomial will be what? Ax cube plus bx square plus ex plus d. Okay. Now see here. Now you can see that here x square plus x square plus what is the, now what is the this polynomial, this is what? Not linear polynomial, because degree is what? 2. So it is quadratic. So question number 1, it is quadratic, x square plus x. Now here degree is 3, so it is cubic. Question number 2 is cubic polynomial. Okay. Now here degree is 2, so it is quadratic. Question number 3, it is quadratic, y plus y square plus 4. Now it is what? Degree is 1, so it is linear polynomial. Question number 4 is linear polynomial 1 plus x. Okay. What about question number 5? Question number 5. It is also linear polynomial because degree is 1. Degree because the degree is what? 1. Okay. Now what about this? This is quadratic polynomial because the degree is r square. Degree is 2. What about this? This cubic polynomial because the degree is what? Degree is 3. Okay. I hope it is clear to everyone. So now, if there is a polynomial, this we will do in the next class. These topics will cover in our next class. I hope it is clear. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in my WhatsApp number. All of you know my WhatsApp number, and inshallah, I shall explain to you. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching this video.